Hi, it's Redheaded Riding Hood here, Red for short. Today, I'm going to read you the 12 steps. These are from Alcoholics Anonymous, and I go to Codependence Anonymous. It's called CODA for short. And I actually have a poem that's in the 7-story tree. After I read the 12 steps, I will read you my poem about the 12 steps in this book. The 12 steps of Codependence Anonymous. 1. We admitted we were powerless over others, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood God. 4. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6. Were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7. Humbly ask God to remove our shortcomings. 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9. Made direct amends to such people whenever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood God, praying only for knowledge of God's will for us and the power to carry that out. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to other codependents and to practice these principles in all our affairs. So I started back to Codependence Anonymous in August. And I had found this group that was in the city 2 years ago when I first came here. And I really liked that group. I visited a few groups, and that was the one I liked the best. And I moved, a little farther from the city. It takes me a half hour to get there, but I really liked that group. And last year, it has been just life-changing and more helpful than the therapist I found and another therapist friend that I had found that were very much too codependent and were not addressing my codependency, and that I needed to step back and let go and deal with my codependency and work on that. These two therapists I came in contact with last year were so very codependent and were telling me, just giving me bad advice and telling me to fix the situation. And that's what I've been trying to do. It's been 10 years. It will be 11 years the end of February. So I have for 10 years, I've stepped away, but then I kept going back to the codependency and chasing after like my children and fawning to them and giving them gifts and money, and it just was not working. And the two therapists one was just a friend, but one was at my actual therapist, and she was giving me bad advice. And so I'm trying to think the timing of it. I don't know when I think I started going to Codependence Anonymous before I actually just stepped back from her, because I was just like, this is just making me worse. She was just like, you can do this, you can do that, you should do this, you should do that with, one of my children, and all the things, I need to be doing. And we would talk about it forever. We wouldn't talk about myself and my healing and me working on myself, which is what I'm going to do for 2025. And it's the only person I can control is myself. I can't control other people. Hello, duh. So that's what I went through last year. And although it was very painful, it was just revolutionary and just awesome for my healing and for it was just so much progress. I've just made so much progress in the last months of, in the last month. December is when I met with this friend who it was the same thing. And I was astonished. She said, yeah, you can come talk to me. It was her idea about the autism, and she was totally invalidating about the autism. And then she went on about, get this therapist. I already tried with my family in therapy, my kids, the kids that were at home at the time. This was it must have been in 2015 or 2016. It probably was 2016. Did not work. Did not work, especially with, I went with 3 of my kids actually to my family therapist. And none of them it didn't really help with any of them. And the 2 of them that went were my very strong-willed. Most of my kids are very, very strong-willed. Kind of like, probably because myself and my ex-husband were very strong-willed. So I really would say that some more than others, but really all of my kids are strong-willed. And I can't, they're adults. I can't make them go to therapy. And so this friend that I met with in December, it was just really awful too. And the thing that helped me the most last year, now, not that I'm saying anything against therapy, but I've had a very, very hard time to find the right therapist for me. I don't think I've given up the search quite yet. As long as I still have my health insurance, I may still try, but Codependence Anonymous, CODA, has helped me so much more. And working on these principles, and Terry Cole, I'll put her link below, and her books are helping me right now. I'm reading Too Much, which is about high functioning codependence, and she wrote Boundary Boss, and those books have been very helpful. I'm not finished with the Too Much book yet, but I know it's going to be so helpful. I got this book at CODA, Codependence Anonymous, which I read the 12 steps out of. So now I will read you my poem on the 12 steps. It's in this book. There's information below if you want a copy of my book, and my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App are below. Last I looked, Amazon is wanting to charge me what they charge everybody else for the book. So the benefit, though, to getting it from me is I would sign it for you. But I'm not just giving them away anymore, because it looks like, I haven't called Amazon yet, though, to find out exactly what's going on. But Amazon is charging me full price for my own book now, which is sad. But this is from 2015, and I published it for free on Amazon, and this is my poem called Steps to Serenity. Before it, I put the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Reynold Niebuhr, 1892 to 1971. Steps to Serenity. I am powerless, Lord. I need your help, please. I turn my will and my life over to you. You restore my sanity. I take inventory. Your love casts out my fear. I am searching, reaching, striving. I know denial is not a river. I admit the exact nature of my wrongs, till all my sleeves are stained red from all the truth that I've said. I'm ready, Lord. Take my load, I'll take yours. It's easy and light. I need vulnerability, accountability, and humility for Jesus to give me victory. He grants me true repentance and godly sorrow. I will not wait until tomorrow to make amends. Unless it would be hurtful, I will be tactful and truthful. I seek him first in all I do, for he will always see me through. He always heals my deep heart ache. A bruised reed he will not break. Now I am wide awake. I will carry his message both day and night, for I know he is the light. He delivers me from strife, and all his principles are life. There's some in there from the Bible. You can find each of the 12 steps is in the Bible. Years ago, I got my ex-husband and I got my father-in-law, who's been very involved in the 12 steps for, I guess, 40 years now. A Bible that, I think it was a New Testament, that had where all the steps were in the Bible. But you don't have to do it that way. That's the beauty of the 12 steps, is that, you know, any religion, you know, anything really can be your higher power. But a thing about my father-in-law is a narcissist, and he really didn't do the steps. And that's the thing with anything, with any church, with any 12-step group. I had a bad experience in Georgia with the church led 12-step group, which was Celebrate Recovery. And then you know, I had a really bad experience. And so nobody's perfect. No church is perfect, just like no person is perfect. Even the program, like anybody, because anybody can go to it, you do have to be careful, as with anything, about you know, toxic people and manipulators and narcissists. You have to be careful of narcissists because they will go to 12-step groups. And yeah, so that's the word of caution. And it's hard, though. It's sad because they kind of, it sets a bad example for people going into, especially new to recovery, to be like, what's up with this person? I went to a different group, I guess a couple months ago, and a person came in to lead, and I was really kind of put off by this person. They were very like, I don't like a group that's, you know, that's what I really love about the group I'm going to, is that they're pretty chill and relaxed, and like there are guidelines, and but they're pretty understanding and forgiving of like new people coming in. But when I went to this group recently, there was a leader, you know, timing everyone, and just a very controlling and a leader. And I was just like, ooh, I'm out. I'm out with this group. So you have to look around and find the right group for you. And there's groups online. There's phone groups. So anyways, that's my, I hope you enjoyed the poem. And that's my thing about Codependence Anonymous. And so try it out. That was my experience with Codependence Anonymous. I'm still for therapy, but it's been very helpful to me. I love it that it's free, you know, and anybody can go and all of that. So, and you can look up, I can put the link below to coda.org where you could find a group in your area. And there's Zoom groups, you know, all over the country, all over the world that you can go to. There's phone groups, like I said. So that's it. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.